Hello and welcome to Just One More Watch, and welcome to another Seiko 5 unboxing. Now these little watches have got fantastic reputations as real giant killers, and this one, the SNKL23, probably has the biggest rep of them all, thanks to a Hodinkee article of 2015 that referred to it as the $75 watch that looks like $1 million. Were they right? Let's flip the camera, get into this package and find out.
Alright then, I've got the cheeky little Leatherman squirt for a cheeky little package which will hopefully contain a cheeky little watch. This could all go horribly wrong if it's not what I'm expecting, but there you go. Now I ordered this one from Singapore about 10 days ago. Actually not an easy watch to find these days. Now by that I mean I had to click on the third page in the Google search box. Oops. Yes, it is what I was hoping for. Now, the Hodinkee article of 2015 I think has done this watch an awful lot of favours. Most of the major stockists are in fact out of them, which is why I had to click onto the third page of the Google search analytics and order from a company that I haven't bought from before. Time Global in Singapore, but here we are. I didn't get the original packaging, but it did arrive in good time in 10 days. Now I had a choice of two different models. As is often the case with Seikos, they do a K model and a J model. The K model made in Malaysia, the J model made in Japan, or at least that's the official line. There's also rumours that all it means is that there's a Japanese supervisor overseeing the line in the Malaysian factory, but you know, regardless, here's the watch. Give me a second and I'll get the packaging off. Okay, so there it is, rather roughly packaged with the full Seiko instruction manual. Yep, with the correct caliber, which is reassuring, the 7S26 in this one. Fairly perfunctory foam cushion, and the watch itself with a little bit of packaging, a little bit of wrapping on there, and a Seiko tag on it. So what have we got? We have got the SNKL23 K1 with the caliber 7S26 automatic and water resistance. I'll just take the last of the packaging off. Okay, so there we are then, all the packaging off and zoomed in. Do you know what? That is beautiful. The dial is just beautiful. But as is the problem with all of these low-end Seiko 5s, the bracelet is pretty disgraceful. We've got rolled links here, hollow end links, and I noticed as I was getting the packaging off, this link appears to me a little bit damaged. You can see there it's not aligning properly at all. If I bought it from a high street retailer, I'd be sending it back. As it is, I'll be taking this bracelet off it pretty much straight away anyway, so I'm not going to complain. I'll probably try and physically bend that one myself. But they do say the bracelets on these are pretty awful, so you should factor in $5, $10, $15, $20 on a new strap anyway. So in terms of dimensions, this one has a 38mm diameter, thickness of 10.5mm, so not that thick at all. It's got a lug to lug of about 45.5, 80mm lug width, and on this pretty nasty bracelet it's weighing in at about 105 grams. I'm going to swap this over to a leather bracelet or two, a leather strap or two. I suspect that'll drop down under 100 grams, so it should be a very light and comfortable watch for everyday wear. Now, first impressions are really quite good. The dial is lovely. A lot of texture, a lot of depth, several different types of finish on there. You can see the pinstriping around the outside where the indices are. Applied indices, nice little applied Seiko 5 logo, and thankfully they have avoided the sports on this one, which I know a lot of people, it's a bit of a polarizer, a lot of people don't like where they stick the sports badge on some of their field watches. Mixture of brushed and polished. We've got brushed edges there, but nicely polished on the lugs. And there we are, display case for that 7S26. So this one cost me 93 Australian dollars, which is about 73 US dollars. They're getting hard to find, as I keep saying. They did have the J model, but they had the J model at 200 Aussie dollars, which is about 160 US. And I bought J models before. This one K model, I thought I'd have a look at this. I don't think there's a massive difference. I've never seen a video on YouTube suggesting that there was a massive difference, so I think for over twice the price, this is the one to go for. This is the K model to go for. But just lovely dial. Lovely dial there. The fact that it's a Seiko 5 means you can expect a certain set of specifications with this one. We've got a day-date complication, we've got a degree of water resistance, I believe only 30 meters in this case. We've got a bit of loom on the hands and the indices there, the classic recessed crown at 4 o'clock, and a fully automatic in-house Seiko movement. This one is the 7S26, a 21 jewel, fairly ordinary 3 Hz movement, but fairly reliable. I'll be very interested to see how accurate this one is. This is my second Seiko watch. I unboxed an SNZG13J1 a couple of weeks ago and found it to be remarkably accurate. So I'll be very interested to see how the 7S26, that one was running a 36, I'll be interested to see how the 7S26 in this one gets on over the next couple of weeks. So a quick look at the bracelet now that it's off the watch. Yeah. Not Vostok standard, but definitely not something I would want to wear on my wrist on a daily basis. I think you buy these cheap Seiko 5s knowing that you'll be putting them on a leather strap. I think that's the generally perceived wisdom with these ones. As I said, the finishing is not awful on the outside. That's pretty smooth, but you know, it looks cheap and nasty, and it feels pretty cheap and nasty. So there you are. This one will be going into the naughty corner, back in the box, back in the bag. We won't be seeing this one again, I don't think. Alright, so there it is, off the bracelet and onto a leather strap. Now this is just one I had lying around the house. It's actually a 20, not an 18, but I managed to kind of shoehorn it in there. Don't think it looks too bad. Beginning to get an idea of just why this watch has such a reputation. Does look a lot more expensive than the $70 odd that I paid for it. Some really nice touches there, lovely elegant hands, applied indices, little frame around the day-date window as well. All just adds to a very classy looking little piece for the money. Now I'm going to have a bit of fun with this one. I'll do the usual format, start the watch check app running, see how this 7S26 gets on over the next couple of weeks or so. I'm also going to put it in as part of a budget collection and put it head to head against a couple of other watches that I've got in the house as well. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, you know where the subscribe button is down in the corner. Thanks for watching today. I'll see you in the next video.